let me tell you why. See, you were talking forever. I'm sure it was some interesting shit. But I gotta be honest, I didn't hear a goddamn bit. And when I finally responded, oh yeah, you were truly vexed. Cause the whole time, brother, I was thinking about what I'd say next. Oh yeah, I said some dumb shit. Fuck me, probably should have quit. But I kept on saying dumb shit.
So yeah, first thing I'm just going to wet the bike all over. A good dousing of water, plain old water, nothing else, nothing special. So this is the Rhino Goo now. We're using the Rhino Goo. Again, just on any gunky areas, you can adjust the spray pattern on this. I'm just going to see what it looks like. Goes on like a greeny colour. Not using a lot of it. If you like that soaking for a few minutes. While we're doing that, we're going to get some of these Vicken brushes out. I'm going to just anything down here now. I'm using this brush down here, but I'm not going to use this on the paintwork. This is just for kind of the framework area really, just so I can rub some of this goo stuff in. So this is the Rhino Goo. Just let it on, just sprayed it on. We'll let it soak a little bit, but I'm just going down. Just agitating things really. There's not a lot of deep grind on this bike. I have kept it good. There's a little bit in here, which is obviously good for. Around the engine casing. Like I say, I wouldn't be using this on. Wouldn't really be using this on anything like the paintwork of the petrol tank and things like that. Anything pretty, I wouldn't use it on. It's good for the underside, the undercarriage, as it were. I'm not going to use this anywhere near the petrol tank, for example. Just in any areas that might be grimy, and these brushes are really long, as you can see. So I'm going to see if I can get into here. Get all this Rhino Goo stuff off. We don't want it sitting there because, like I say, it's been tested by the bike social chap, so I'm pretty happy it's not going to damage anything. But it's never going to be good to leave stuff like that lying around on your bike, sitting there, eating its way into your paintwork. Then you're anodising. I just wouldn't do it. Right, I think that's enough of that. Right, I think that's that done. We're going to get some snow foaming done now. It's the next job. Right, that's pretty much it. We'll leave that to sit for 5 or 10 minutes now. I think we've got most of it, and then you can see it's already starting to split and run off now. Pretty much once it's ready for wiping off. Most of the dirt's going to drop off this bike now. I hope there's going to be very little that we have to agitate anymore. Should be good. Wash this off, wash all the snow foam off now. So hopefully what you're seeing now is the fact that the bike's looking already quite clean. I know it's wet, so things always look cleaner than they're wet, I get that. But basically, this bike's already looking pretty clean now. depending on your angle, your exhaust, you probably should put something over the top. You bung that up with some rag or something. You don't want to get water down there. But again, just going to get all the snow foam off. That's all we're doing now. This bucket just has cold water in. It will be mostly using Maguire's Ultimate Wash and Wax. Just going to go in there. Yeah, so a little squirt. You don't need to go mad with your motorbike. You're not washing a lorry. Whew. Here we've got the microfibre cloth, some nice warm water. Nice brand new. In fact, but you can't wash these. You can use them multiple times clear. But nice brand new microfibre cloth. I'm not going to use this fly scraper bit. I'm just going to use the soft bit. But we're just going to go over the tank really in the seats and the shiny bits with this. So I'll just pop this round here. That's the clean bucket. That is clean water now, but will become dirty water. And we're just going to get this mitt on. Just going to go over the bike now. Again, using lots of water. I'm not letting. I'm using more than you should. Making sure that we haven't got any sort of bits that are more dry, if you will. The water is a lubricant, and we want it to glide across the surface. So I'm starting with the tank. I'm starting with the shiny bits first, and I rinse it off now. That's going to be rinsed in the clean bucket. Sorry, rinsed in the rinsing bucket. Back in the clean soapy bucket, and then we'll do other parts. What you don't want to do is kind of like do too much with one application, because you don't want to be spreading dirt from one piece to the next and potentially scratching all the way around. So if there is any grit in there and you scratch it, you limit it to sort of one panel or one piece, not across. But I am doing these two with it. Again, rinse it off again. It's a cold day. It's too cold to do bike washing, I have to say. Much too cold. So I'm starting off with the painted surfaces first, because obviously these are the ones you don't really want scratches in. The body, the chassis and whatnot, the frame. Well, no big shakes if you scratch that. You can always touch that up, but the shiny tank, not so. Doing the pannier frames, the lights. Don't forget your number plate, you want to be seen. Basically, it's a bit like a car. You're starting off at the high bits, the bits that are cleanest naturally, and you're working down to the lower bits, the bits at the bottom that's most likely to have the grit on them. If you find that the bike's dried off because you've been faffing around doing something else in the meantime, make sure you just put a hose on it again before you start doing this. Again, you want to just make sure that it's nice and wet. You're going to get less scratches if it's all nice and wet when you're doing this. The handlebars. You are unfortunately going to get water in your switch gear. But again, you'll see when we start drying it, that should all blow out anyway. Make sure you clean your dials, handles, your lines, brake lines, your fork stanchions. Yeah, all the bits that are towards the top. What I'm going to do next, I'm going to clean the seat. Give the seat a good clean. You can see we're picking up grit in there now. I think you can see that. We've got quite a little bit of dirt. So you don't want that scratching. It's quite gritty, that as well. Where that's come from. That's probably as much as I want to do, because I don't want to keep basically getting that cloth dirty. But I've got a brush now, and again, it's a washing brush, a car washing brush. It's nice and soft. But I'm just going to do all the bits like around the engine now. Down here. Again, really nothing that's painted, nothing. I'm not using this brush on anything that's like a nice glossy paint work, other than like the racks, I suppose. It doesn't really matter about those, but yeah, anything like engine wise is what this is for, really. Maybe the wheels as well. Same thing though. I'm going to keep it clean. Like I say, this brush is just for brushing out the more dirty bits, really, you could say. So around the engine, the lower part of the frame, all this stuff down here. It's also good for the wheels as well. But we'll clean it off first. We're pretty much down to the wheels now. It's a lot quicker washing a bike than it is a car, isn't it? Right, just going to give it one final rinse now. Yeah, you don't need to use a jet wash. You don't want the jet wash basically blasting all the grease from your joints and things like that. It's not going to do any good, in my opinion. Careful not to throw your hose pipe onto the bodywork as well, because if that's running across your tank, that's full of grit because it's on the floor, well, you can fill in the gaps. If I was being a bit more thorough, I'd probably go underneath this bike as well and get any crud from underneath it, but we're in a bit of a rush because I'm going to run out of riding time at this rate. Right, okay. So the next thing is we're going to dry it off. Right, well, we've timed out on doing all of it. I've just put some of this rapid detail on the tank just to finish that off and shine it up a bit. But yeah, you can see it's pretty much come up like new again now, which I'm pleased with. All the grime's come off the engine. It's all nice and clean and hopefully a bit protected. That's it. Pretty much done now, I think. So I'm going to call it a day. It's about to start raining, so I think we're going to probably have to put it away now. Don't like getting it wet, especially not when I've just cleaned it. But yeah, she looks beautiful, doesn't she? So this is the Royal Enfield Tribute Black, if you were wondering. So the last series that they made, it's a limited edition. You may or may not know. Another denoted by the plaque. And mine's number 343 on there. Yeah, it's a limited edition bike. So pretty good. I need some brasso for the brass Monza style petrol car. I haven't got any brasso, so I have to get some of that from the supermarket, I think. But that's probably one of the finishing touches. I need to give it a wax. I've not waxed it yet. I need to clean the spokes. I haven't done that yet. A few bits and pieces to do, but I think I'm going to call it a day for this video. Catch you all later. Thanks for watching.